You ever read one of those news stories online, the headline, you're like, and then you read the thing and you're like, okay, yeah. Morning, morning. What that was all about is the fact that apparently YouTube is putting on somewhere on a filter that I never knew existed, is apparently if you can, it'll block LGBT channels. And I read the article and was like, oh, there is a filter. Like, I do YouTube. I look at it every day. I didn't even know you could filter search results in a weird way. I mean,
it's one of those things that you get the option if you're over 18, but if you're under 18, you don't.
Yeah. My thing is the reason why YouTube put it in there is that this goes along the lines of forcing your religion on someone. My videos should be searchable. Well, here's the thing. You should be able to block certain things you don't want to see.
Yes.
There are a great number of people in this world that don't want to find LGBT videos and they still want to search for things. That's fine. They should have that choice.
I agree. What I don't agree with is if your video fails the restricted filter, it doesn't get monetized.
That's true. We have had a rash. I want to say a rash because there's been like 5 where I just get email notifications like, your video can't be monetized. And I'm like, why? Like the video you talked about, Scheisse, what was that? It was fairly recently and I asked you about something and you like explained something about coding. You remember that?
No, just
but yeah,
in general. That
one was like, we cannot monetize this. And I'm like, why? And I watched the video and I'm like, huh? Like, it was so strange because it's like, for inappropriate language. The video after that, I swore a hell of a lot more because I was angry at something. The video before that, I barely swore. So what, and I was starting to see some things were kind of up. I'm like, I swear pretty often. People are like, you shouldn't swear, kids watch this. Fair. But I do, in terms of what I do outside the camera, I am censoring myself pretty badly.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. They haven't gotten back and taken off the monetization of me watching Star Trek Into Darkness drunk. Every third word is a curse word. So it's like, I see something might be up. Sorry, a lot of dog poop all over the place.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I'm not too worried about the whole thing. I understand that there are, Tyler Oakley channels where they're all about LGBT and LGBT rights and helping, suicide kids, all that happy jazz. And the majority of their stuff could be blocked. Not a lot of our stuff's going to be blocked.
See, this is where I get into the just because it doesn't directly affect you a lot doesn't mean you should ignore it.
I'm not ignoring it. I'm just not worried about it.
Doesn't mean you shouldn't be worried about it.
Okay.
It's that whole...
All right, I'll go home and curl up into see what I mean? I don't know how to worry about it. It's not catastrophic to me.
They came for the X and I said nothing because I wasn't X.
But that's the thing. I'm watching this and it's not that...
It's not that big a deal for us because our monetization total is less than a certain amount. And it doesn't even matter if we lose 1 video or 5 videos. If you're making enough for rent and suddenly that gets cut off because every single one of your videos is not monetizable, it's a big deal.
I get what you're saying. I literally don't know how to turn it on. I don't know how to turn on. Maybe it's the fact that I don't have that empathy thing everybody talks about. So, oh wait. By the way, this update just happened. Sorry.
Jesus.
Well, that's my 7-day streak.
Oh, okay.
On your 7-day streak, you will get an upgrade item.
Oh, nice.
I happen to get a secondary item, so I can upgrade a Porygon that I don't own. I'm at 410 of 450, but yeah, I now have 2 upgrades. I don't even have a Porygon to upgrade. I don't want this to come across that I'm being insensitive. I do care in the fact that I'm keeping up to date on it. I'm watching the ideas. I'm seeing how this plays out. But I'm not letting it affect my day-to-day life. I'm not letting the worry consume me. That's what I say.
Fair.
That's what I say when I'm not worried about it. I'm not stressed out about it. I'm not freaking out about it. But when I say I'm not worried about it, you think, oh, I'm just gonna go and have another peanut butter honey sandwich. I have no honey.
A better way to put that is, I'm not very worried about it. Or I'm not that worried about it. Not, I'm not worried about it, because that's an absolute.
Yes.
It's everything's fine, I don't care.
To me, very worried is that's the thing. I'm talking about myself. I am not on an average worried about it. I am not very worried about it. There are 3 things in this world I'm very worried about. One of them is you, the other one is football, the other one is my own life.
And that's fair.
Yeah. Everything else is just considered simple worry.
When people talk about being worried about this, I think that they're saying something along the lines of, well, this may or may not impact me at the moment. I can see a future in which this would impact me, and that would be a bad thing. This concerns me.
By that definition, I'm worried about everything. So I have to kind of redefine things, or I'm going to be telling everyone that I'm worried about everything.
Welcome to anxiety, I guess.
What is up with the bells? They just...
I watched a guy in downtown cross against the light. Max was ringing its bell and honking its horn at him. Came to within like 5 feet of the guy, and the guy just looked over, flipped him off, and kept walking slow.
Yes.
I don't even anymore.
Yeah, I mean, in downtown Portland, I've seen some crazy things, but this is like, I want to say, in terms of downtown Portland, this is way out in the boondocks.
Yeah.
Like, this has 2 legal train crossings. Not that, and I say 2 legal train crossings because there's one that people use all the time, and it shouldn't be used at all because it says do not walk.
Yeah.
So,
I got nothing else.
So Aaron's train's gonna be here momentarily. Can't really hear it because the other one's going the other direction, but
Bye.